could be us. So back to what I was saying. Could be us.
Hey guys, Mage Guy here and welcome into another old school RuneScape video. In this video I'm gonna show you how to kill Zulrah, either you're doing that one kill for a diary or more kills. Anyway, let's get into it. Requirements. Now this is the only quest you need to complete. It will also unlock some of the great transportations to get to Zulrah, and it's a really easy quest, so just go for it. Levels. Now if you only wanna do that one kill, levels like this will be completely fine. Of course the most important one here are range and magic, depends on which attack style will you be using if you don't wanna bother yourself with switching gear. Now those are the recommended levels if you want to camp Zulrah, but remember you don't need 77 prayer if you haven't unlocked rigor or aggrim yet. So for your single kill, this is the gear that I would recommend you. So magic short bow, rune arrows, blast D height, oh and of course the ring of recall is the most important one. Why? I will explain that later, and if you don't know what any of this gear is called, I'll put everything in description. Now this is the gear that I recommend to use if you wanna do more than just one kill. Why Void? Because it has only 4 gear switches and it will be really chill. Now as you can see, I don't have ring of recall, I have ring of suffering. It works exactly the same, but it has a lot of extra bonuses. Now again, if you don't know what any of this gear is called, I'll put everything in description. Inventory. In your inventory you need a couple of prayer potions, anti-venom potion, range potion, gear switches, of course if you're killing with gear switches, and the rest of it is just some good food, for example sharks and some caravans for some faster healing. So how to get there? You can use ship to Port Tyros, but this is the slowest way. You can use fairy ring code BGS, but you need 76 agility. And you can use Zulrah teleport, this is the fastest way, but definitely not the cheapest, so this is up to you. Plugins. Now Zulrah Helper is the most important plugin when it comes to learning. And I know this is just another thing to focus on, but believe me, it will make kills much faster and fight much easier. My KC at Zulrah right now is something over 300 and I still use it because it's so helpful. Oh, and one more thing, Zulrah Helper will always show you where to stand to avoid venom clouds. Now ground markers is the second plugin that I use. Is not as important as Zulrah Helper, but it can also help you a lot. Mechanics. So when Zulrah is green, it will attack with range, you attack it with magic, and you pray range protect, of course. When Zulrah is blue, it will attack with magic, you attack it with range, pray magic, but be very careful because it can throw a few range attacks as well, so just make sure your HP is not low. When Zulrah will be red, it will attack with melee, you attack it with magic, you don't have to pray anything. If you're standing next to a pillar, you don't even have to move. If you're standing somewhere else on the island, you will just have to move 5 tiles away, but I'll also show you that later in a kill. So Zulrah will also spawn snakelings. Their max hit is 15, which is quite annoying. Their HP is only 1. That's why you need to bring ring of recall or ring of suffering, so as soon as they'll hit you, they will die immediately because of the ring. Jet's phase. Now if Zulrah start this phase on the west side of the island, it will start with range. If it start on the east side of the island, it will start with magic. Now when to switch prayer? So if Zulrah's first attack is range, let's see here, you put protection from range, and as soon as it attacks you put to magic, and then to range, and to magic, and to range. So remember, be careful and stay really calm. Usually my problem was rushing and I actually start to switch prayers way too fast, and yeah, this was actually the part that I was dying the most. So you just gotta stay calm. And holy shit, I also got really lucky here. Okay, time to show you my whole kill. So once you're here, take a sip of anti-venom and a sip of range potion and make your way with that boat to Zulrah Shrine. Once you're here, just run to that corner like Zulrah helper is showing us and start attacking him with magic. Zulrah, who is always weak to magic when you start the fight. And don't worry about venom clouds, like I said before, if you're using Zulrah helper it will always show you where to stand. Okay, now Zulrah is blue. Quickly change your prayer to magic, change your gear to range and start attacking him. And be very careful because, like I said before, it can throw a few range attacks and you just have to tank them. Now here I did a mistake. First I switched my gear, then I switched my prayer. Don't do that. First change your prayer, then change your gear. This is why I also took the damage. Otherwise I probably wouldn't take it. Okay, now Zulrah here is blue again. Like I said before, be careful for his range attacks, and as you can see he keeps making those little snakelings, but they keep dying. Every time they hit me they just keep dying. Okay, now here we have melee phase. You don't need any protection. If you're standing next to the pillar it can't even hit you. If you're standing on the northern side of that island, then you'll have to move few tiles away, like you see there, those two marked tiles at the end of the island. So just keep attacking Zulrah and until you reach the jet phase. Okay, now you're getting closer to jet phase. Just get ready, have the right protection and be ready for switching. Now just switch and switch again. As soon as Zulrah throw his attack, you just switch. And bam, there you go. There you go. Your first Zulrah kill. Thank you all for watching. I hope this video helps, and now go get that pet.